Hello everyone, and welcome to a special March Madness edition video here on the channel. And while a lot of the collegiate basketball teams are going to be battling out for supremacy on the courts, I thought it would be fun to put together a bracket one-pack battle royale winner takes all challenge between all of the Scarlet and Violet era sets. That's right everyone, we have two regions in this bracket challenge. In the 2023 region, we have the #1 seed Paldea Evolve going up against the #4 seed Scarlet and Violet Base, and then in a real barn burner we have a #2 seed in Paradox Rift going up against the #3 seed Obsidian Flames. But the challenge only begins there for whoever makes it out of that region, as in the 2024 region we have a bunch of powerhouses, starting with the #1 seed Surging Sparks going up against the #4 Temporal Forces, and then we have an amazing battle with the #2 seed of Twilight Masquerade going up against the #3 in Stellar Crown. With the bracket set, let me know who you think is going to come out on top, and without further ado, let's get into the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Less Than Gauche video. If you love Pokemon and openings like this one, consider subscribing to the channel. That's right guys, today we're going to do a special March Madness edition, and if you're not aware, what March Madness is here in the States is 68 of the best college basketball teams go head to head in a bracket, winner takes all, one game elimination to crown the victor, and we're going to do that with the first 2 years of Scarlet and Violet and their sets. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's just a one-pack challenge, so it's going to be 1 versus 1. We're just going to have the highest value card be the victor. So if it is a hollow on both sides, we're just going to go to TCG player, see what the top is, and we're moving on. Ideally, I would have liked to have a little bit of a larger sample size and maybe kind of put weights on the rankings that I have, but with the way things are in the hobby these days, it was tough to get all of these packs together. So it truly is going to be whoever is the hottest is going to come out being the winner, and truly that's kind of the way March Madness is, so it'll keep that type of feel going. And with that said, let's get into it. We're going to start off with the sets from 2023. Let's get into the first battle. All right guys, here we go. The first battle, round 1 of the packs from 2023. Let me know what you think of my rankings. I mean, really it doesn't matter too much given the fact that it's just one pack for each, but I figured that the sets that have the more higher value cards would be given a higher rank. But again, it's just one pack magic. We are going to see, oh, nice. And Scarlet and Violet base coming on strong. We might have an upset right off the bat. We have a Koraidon EX full art. So Paldea Evolved is going to have to come through with something pretty nice. Otherwise, it's going to get knocked out in the first round here. But yeah, it would have been a little cooler, like I was saying earlier, if I could like weight it. So if I figure like it's a #1 seed versus a 4, the 1 seed would have like maybe 2 packs to go through versus 1 of the 4 seed. But hey, again, this is what we could find. This is what we're going to work with, and it might make for a very interesting bracket. Will we see an upset? We will right off the bat. So in the first game, round 1, Scarlet and Violet beats Paldea Evolved. The next matchup here, we have the 2 seed Paradox Rift going up against the 3 Obsidian Flames. It's funny that I kind of have come around with Paradox Rift, and when I looked at the value of the cards on TCG player, there's some high value cards there. It's retaining some value, and definitely a lot better than Obsidian Flames, but we'll see. Will we get another upset? I don't know. You have Obsidian Flames hitting a Dragonite EX, so Paradox Rift is going to have to come through with a little something special here. Have a chance. An illustration rare, maybe a EX that's better than Dragonite. I don't know. We'll see. Can the 2 seed come out on top? Ooh, and it does look like that will be the case. All right, so we will have Paradox Rift coming through into the second round. Next, we'll be going up against Scarlet and Violet base. But first, we're going to move on to the 2024 regions. First round, let's get to it now. All right, here we go into round one of the 2024 region. We have the 4C Temporal Forces going up against Surging Sparks. And I think as we've seen with the trajectory of the hobby, things have been blowing up this past year. These sets are all fire. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out of this. And then maybe next year we can add a 2025 bracket into things as well, as we have nothing crazy from Temporal Forces. Now, Surging Sparks, this set has the hits. It has the fire. Will we be able to pull it? Will we have it go into a second round? We're going to see here. So the Surging Sparks I actually got from the new tins. I'm blanking on the names. If I remember, you'll see it up on the screen. But I was able to... This is a Xerneas tin. As we... Tatsugiri EX. And there we go. Surging Sparks making their presence known. The number 1 seed in this region is going through. Let's move on to the next big-time battle. All right, now we're moving into a very special battle between two of my favorite sets from this era. And we have the number 3 Stellar Crown and number 2 Twilight Masquerade. Again, guys, let me know how you think these seedings are. Do you agree with them? Do you think I'm all over the place? Again, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day when it's a 1-pack challenge. Let's see what we can get from Stellar Crown. And it's only a holo, so here we go. You know this is my set. I feel like if we pull the Greninja, we just shut down the video and just call it, give it to Twilight Masquerade. That sounds fair, right? I won't, but I'd love to see that, guy. Let's see what we can do. Will we have our first holo versus holo value off, or will Twilight come through with a little something crazy? It does. Marcago EX. So we're going to have my set, Twilight Masquerade, moving on. So round 2 is set. Let's get back to the 2023 region and see who's going to make it to the finals. Okay, let's move on to the final 4 in the 2023 region. We have the 2-seed Paradox Rift going up against the underdog world beater number 4 seed Scarlet and Violet base. We'll start with them and see if they can continue their crazy streak, or will it be a one and done Cinderella story? Have it here. See it, guys. Some Scarlet and Violet base, if you haven't been noticing, there are some big time values. There have been a lot of risers in this set. It doesn't look like we're going to see it here, though. So we do have a holo from Scarlet and Violet. Will Paradox Rift make it an easy roll into the finals? We haven't had a holo off yet. Be kind of like an overtime game if that's the case. Paradox Rift, are you gonna make it easy for us? What do you have? Hey, Iron Moth. Let's go to the tape, guys. Who's gonna come away with the victory? Move on into the finals. This is pretty wild, everyone. So in overtime, last second shot, and the Cinderella story continues with a 17 cents Quackleval out edging a 12 cents Iron Moth. So we're going to have the 4 seed Scarlet and Violet base in the finals. Let's move on to the other final 4 and see who's going to meet them there. Okay, so in the 2024 region, we have the top 2 seeds, Surging Sparks and Twilight Masquerade. Let's see what can happen here. Will my favorite Twilight Masquerade come through and dethrone the current darling and the Pikachu-led Surging Sparks? Let's see what we can find today. We've got a little Twilight Masquerade action. We are, okay, going back to a holo. Well, at least, you know, it's an easy start for Surging Sparks. Really, all they're going to need is an EX. Make it into the finals. What are we going to see, guys? Or are we going to go back to another holo off, little overtime action? Xerneas, Drayton, and yes, we are. Again, let's go back to the tape and see who's going to make it to the finals. Well, the final score in this one, guys, is not as close as it may seem, as we do have a 23 cents Iron Crown defeating 17 cents Ting Lu. So we do have a Surging Sparks, the Goliath, going up against David in the finals with our Scarlet and Violet base final matchup. This is going to be a fun one. Let's get to it. And here we go, the finals of the Less Than Gauche March Madness Scarlet and Violet Areas Years 1 and 2 Bracket Tournament Challenge. Wow, that was a mouthful. But yeah, here we are. We have 2 packs, so we'll kind of have a first half and a second half and see how things go. We have the underdog Scarlet and Violet base going up against the heavy hitter Surging Sparks. By far the set with the most value and possibly the one with the least. So let's start off. We'll do the first one, the first half. We'll start with Scarlet and Violet, see what we can do. So we got 2 packs of each, a little special edition here in the finals. What can we do here? This will be interesting. I mean, obviously I want to pull something pretty crazy here, but nothing so far. That's Scarlet and Violet. So kind of a dud of a first half for them. Let's see what Surging Sparks pulls through here on their end. Are they going to make it a pretty easy win, or second half going to have a little bit of drama and intrigue for us? Let's see. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I do love me some Terrapagos. You know, just we still haven't even had an illustration there yet. It'd be nice. One of these last 2 packs. Let's see, at least an IR would be great. We do have a holo battle if needed in the first half. We will include those in the final tally. Here we go. The last ditch effort for Scarlet and Violet base. Do they have a little something special left in the tank? Find out right now. Here's going to be the big one. Not anything there, but they do come through with an EX, so that's pretty interesting. But it is up to Surging Sparks in their final shot. Are they going to make it interesting, or are they just going to blow away the competition in this last pack magic thereof? Let's see what we can do here. I think I see a little something. I think we might have an easy finals win. Surging Sparks, guys, they get the gold card, and how fitting that the final pack in the finals to put the championship away is solid gold. A trophy well deserved for Surging Sparks. There you go, guys. Surging Sparks is the first annual Less Than Gauche bracket challenge, whatever the mouthful is that I said before. But Surging Sparks wins. What did you guys think? Again, how'd you think of the seedings? Did you like this type of kind of form content? Is a little different than kind of the usual just ripping packs and kind of talking through it. But, you know, as you guys know, I love sports. So it was pretty cool to kind of integrate that into the opening today. But what I'm really hoping for in next week's video, or I'm sorry, in the weekend's video, is to be able to share my PSA return. I think it should be here this week, so that'll be a lot of fun. 20 cards to go through. I'm really excited to share that. Again, hopefully we'll be able to, but I'll have something prepared if not. In the meantime, as always, guys, if you wouldn't mind doing the usual by smashing the like button, hitting that thumbs up, drop a comment down below. I love hearing from you, and I do respond to everyone. And don't forget to subscribe, because I would super appreciate it. It would mean a lot. We're almost to 600 subscribers. That's insane. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you soon.
Basketball, gimme the ball, because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball.